Hello YouTube. Alright, today we have an unboxing and I've partially unbagged the box. So let's get started. It is a really cheap keyboard. A $5 keyboard I got off geeks.com. And as you can see, it looks like a Dell laptop keyboard, doesn't it? The reason I got it is because, as you can see, there's no number pad. It's a 10 keyless keyboard. I don't know who this is made by. Geeks label it as being made by Generic. Okay, very catchy name for the keyboard. It's a W9828. It's got all the multimedia keys, including volume. Volume is what I actually use. That's the only thing I use, really. But, let's take a look at it. See how it feels and everything. There it is. Appears to be under this thing. It is USB. I don't know if the circuitry's dumb enough to convert to PS2, but I'm going to try it. There's the keyboard itself, and here's a thin sheet of toilet paper with the same crap that's on the back. Installing driver. Install the driver attached under Windows 98/98 2nd Edition as the following steps. Insert the CD-ROM/floppy disk into the computer. Step 2. Install the driver following the on-screen instruction. Loyalty advice. Have a break after 30 minutes using keyboard continuously to prevent any temporary or permanent injury on wrist or other parts. Other parts. Lol. Which usually occurs after a long period operation. There's a slight bit of anguish in the grammar, but not much else. What's funny is they don't give you said CD-ROM or floppy disk. All you get's the keyboard and nothing else. Plastic comes off fairly easily, that's a plus. That feels very cheap, but it doesn't feel bad. These feel like the buttons on a remote up here. Very noisy spacebar. It's got a Windows key, right-click key, insert, delete. These are the keys I'll be using a lot. I use these keys in Second Life an awful lot to walk around, so. I don't like this that the backspace is one key, but it's a tiny keyboard, that's what you have to sacrifice. It's got a function key down here, which is kind of unusual. Shift. The keyboard doesn't feel that half bad, actually. I mean, it does feel very cheap, but it doesn't feel like Jello, like a lot of other. It doesn't feel like spongy Jello. It actually feels like you're bottoming out, which I actually really like about certain keyboards. It feels like a really cheap Dell keyboard, like a Dell laptop keyboard, but it's good. The reason I bought this is because it's so expendable. I mean, it was a $5 keyboard, and the shipping was $6.11 or something, so it cost me like $11 all in total, which ain't that bad. I mean, I could get keyboards cheaper than that, but I needed a keyboard this size for very cheap, and this is perfect for that. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Well, that's good. Oh yeah, look at that. You can actually open it with Phillips head screws. Thank you, Lord. It actually does have clips. Stand it up like that. That's not bad. And these clips are actually really, really well made. They actually feel like they'd actually be sturdy and wouldn't break off. That's very impressive for a $5 keyboard. So let's go see if I can convert this down to PS2 with a converter, shall we? Here's the keyboard where I planned to put it, right next to my bed here. See, it fits a lot better than my other keyboards. It's tiny. I did test this with a PS2 adapter, and it can indeed be converted back down to PS2. So this keyboard does have dumb enough circuitry to do that, which is pretty cool, I have to say. but we're going to boot it up. It's not plugged into PS2 right now, it's USB, so we'll boot this computer here. This is the setup with the dual SSDs. That was in another video. I put XP on here for the simple reason of that webcam. Let's see if it detects new hardware. Yeah, it did. There we go. Let's go to Notepad. Play around with it. Whoops, hit the Alt key. That's the disadvantage of a small spacebar. The keyboard appears to be fully functional, so there we go. There you go. Excellent. So the keyboard works. And it fits nicely in this setup here, so that's where I'll be keeping it. So that's what happens when you plug it in via USB. It just goes, well, there's a keyboard, installing drivers, done. But you can convert it down to PS2 if you want to use this on an older machine, or you don't want to waste a USB port. I prefer to not waste USB ports, so I'm probably going to make this thing plug in through PS2. So yeah, all in all, for $5, it's decent. Not great, it's decent. It's good enough, it gets the job done, and I'm very pleased with that, so, yeah. Anyhow, have a good one, everybody. Ciao.